You know I love my country. There's no other country better than mine. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live in love. Guyana is a beautiful country, no other can compare. Got everything right here, so no other can compare. Guyana is made up of so many natural resources. We don't need no forces, cause we got enough resources. Let's talk about bauxite, gold, diamond, and rice. We got it right here. Guyana ain't going nowhere. We got enough oil too. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. Hey, hey, Guyana is nice, Guyana is fun, Guyana is clean, Guyana is green, Guyana got oil, Guyana got gold, Guyana got young and Guyana got old. I ain't talking no more. Guyana got things, we growing wings and developing things. The government real and that's a big deal. I'm singing from my heart, Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live in love. Guyana is a beautiful country, no other can compare. Got everything right here, so no other can compare. Guyana is made up of so many natural resources. We don't need no forces, cause we got enough resources. Let's talk about bauxite, gold, diamond, and rice. We got it right here. Guyana ain't going nowhere. We got enough oil too. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I...
Oh yes! A lot of you gon' vex, but I tell you, sometimes you just got to listen. There's a child in every home and every community. They will grow up to be symbols of unity. They'll be colorblind to race and ethnicity. That's the vision of a leader like President Irfan Ali. I'm talking about the one Guyana, where our people can live in peace, where every race trusts each other, where racial prejudice no longer exists. Our children will have one Guyana, to grow up in a land united and free, with equality and blessed with prosperity. For too long we've been fighting one another. It's race against race, but in the end the country suffer. Oh, we were born here, not in India nor Africa. But if we can't get along, the foreigners gon' eat we supper. We must put an end to racism. Let it end now with this generation. Together we'll develop this nation. Make Guyana the gem of the Caribbean. Don't listen to them wicked politicians who will divide us to win an election. Believe it or not, Guyanese no smarter than that. Yeah, I told you. It's your boy Podmore. Unity is the key.
There'll be a time where the is gonna come into effect.
Mali, 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 sugar, 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 papi, 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 sour, 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 sour. Remember say, entertainer time. Rabadabadabadab.
Oh God.
Rabadabadabadab. All the girls, remember say, Mali, 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 sugar, 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 papi, 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 sour, 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 sour. Remember though, lash up and heavy girl, lash up and lash up and lash up and listen, lash up and.
And what I need to make sure is that there is the gonna be a time where the is gonna come into effect.
Mali, 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 sugar, 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 papi, 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 sour, 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 sour. Remember say, entertainer time. Rabadabadabadab.
Oh God.
Rabadabadabadab. All the girls, remember say, Mali, 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 sugar, 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 papi, 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 sour, 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 sour. Remember though, lash up and heavy girl, lash up and lash up and lash up and listen, lash up and.
And what I need to make sure is that there is the gonna be a
Good morning, guys. Good morning to you. It's the 26th of January, 2024, and welcome to another episode of Livewire. It's great being here with y'all this morning. A lot of things for us to discuss. How are you guys doing wherever you're joining us from? I hope you guys are having a wonderful morning. Today is the final day of the budget debates, people. Right? Today is the final day of the budget debates. Next week we go into the consideration of estimates, and then the budget will be put to a vote to whether pass or, not to pass. Most likely it will pass, and that will only mean good things to Guyanese, right? So in that vein of good things, let's say good morning to the Livewire family, all these good people on the live this morning. Eunice Ragobir, good morning to you. Tracy Martindale, Wazim, Pam Singh, Chris, Sharon Siram, Lynette Cornelius, Jasmine Baldio, Joe Nabi John. Y'all ever bite your tongue so hard like you see Ning Ning? Huh? That happened to me last night. I bite my tongue so hard, people. It's like I told in my face trying to like calm the pain down. I don't know. I thought I was eating tongue. Right? Joe Nabi John joining us from Canada. So if you hear me talking a little funny, the bite rubbing against my teeth and it's hurting. So that's the reason. Look, the piece will bite or the tongue. Yeah. Lynette Cornelius, Derek Drew Paul, Carla Daniels, early on the live, joining us from Rockabye. I guess the signal is good in the mission. Thank God for the government. Thank God for the caring government. Thank God for the caring government. Thank God we don't have what we had before.
It's a beautiful country, no one can compare.
I didn't even check to see if the song working. Let me check these comments because I may be speaking to y'all and y'all ain't hearing me. Jane From St. Martin, morning to you. Vera, morning to you as well. Prasad Pati, Omar Sharif, Mukesh Vishnurat, Asif Hamad. Asif Hamad, say morning, Cardinal, everybody. Mali, Olado. Leroy Mangal joining us from NYC. Richard Stanislaus joining us here as well. Jamila Kayum, good morning to you, Jamila. Gillian Reni Prasad, Pushram Kishore, morning to you, Lance Henry, Paul Joseph, and Hill, Nilram Lo Chan, Soma Bipath. Who else here by? Lola Harry, Sally Jones, Jean Harry Narayan, morning to you, welcome. Rajin Dataden joining us from NYC. Counselor Nelson Moore is here. Big up yourself. One of my favorite people. I like her spirit. We got Reynard Sobers on the live. Shamu Dial. Who else we got here by? Yeah, they said loud and clear. I like it. Lynette Cordelia says, shh. That's what Gita's gonna be doing for a couple of days. We're gonna hear from her for a couple of days. And in typical Dr. Ashley Singh. No, not Dr. Ashley Singh. Minister Indar use a term in the typical reptilian mode. She can come back, change her intoxicated skin and pretend like nothing happened and sit down back in the National Assembly. I'll wait, you can see. Christopher Prasad, morning to you. Ganesh Samlal, morning to you. Estelle Ramnath, morning to you. Paul Spencer, Mohan Ramrup, Vishram Patrick, Alfonso de Armas, good morning to you, Councillor. I didn't see you on the live yesterday, but I see people are calling out. Mohammed Isaf, good morning to you. Nirmala Allen, Sanita Sukraj. We don't at the bottom of the comments list there. Finally. Guys, please share the live for me. We need to get this out there. And just let me make sure my live is public because sometimes live public. Anyway, so look, a couple of things I want to touch on, and I want to be brief because sometimes when I start on one thing, I end up going off on a tangent and not being able to share all the information I wanted to share. Now, yesterday I spoke to you guys mainly about some shenanigans that took place in the National Assembly. But I want to come back to some serious things again. And I would encourage you to have a look at MP Lee Williams' presentation and MP Alistair Charlie's presentation. Those two MPs summed up the tenure of the APNU AFC administration and the treatment. Visha, we taking calls from the new week. No calls during this week. Sorry about it, bro. Right. The treatment of Amerindians, the things that were done in the villages to these indigenous people, right? The 2,000 CSOs that lost their job. And they come and they pretend like they have so much care for Amerindian people. They come and they pretend. They come and they pretend. They come and they pretend. Morgan Vincent Henry. Vincent Henry came at the podium and spoke a bunch of foolishness, pretending like they had the interest of indigenous people. They entitled land. They make no. Listen, they gave a boat to Maracaibo that Maracaibo can't find right now. Right? They gave a boat to Maracaibo that Maracaibo can't find. One big stupid wooden boat. You understand? That can't even make it all the way into the creek if the water is low. to Morocco, where it's supposed to be serving the people. You understand? So look at those two MPs' presentations, and it will rubbish everything that Vincent Henry came and told persons a couple of days ago in relation to development of indigenous people in this country. I myself went to Napi, and this name does always mess with me. Not Karasabai. The village where they got Kaiman House. Anybody could help me. The village that they got Kaiman House. I went to Napi, Yupapakari. It's a funny name. Y'all know I ain't good with the indigenous names. But Yupakari, Yupakari is the crossing. Yeah, but Kaiman House is there in the Region 9 area. So I went there. And when I went to those communities, they had CSOs who had just got their jobs back, right? And they spoke on how they were happy because it diversified. So whilst the males, they're going to do the farming and whatnot, it offered an opportunity for the females in the village to earn. At that same time at Napi and at Yupakari, but it's Region 9, right? The government built bit areas, right? Buildings for them to go and learn dressmaking, catering, food preservation, food processing, whatever the course is called, all the way in those people's villages, right? All the way in those people's villages. Sadly, that's why I take my time and talk slow, and I ain't trying to get worked up because it's still hurting. I ain't trying to bite it again. All of that happening in those villages, right? Y'all heard the Minister of Education talk about building schools and communities so persons don't have to leave the village to go and live at a dorm just at in secondary school. Which indigenous area, which region that is, which region in this country, whether it be region 9, 8, 7, 1, 10, that has indigenous communities that we could say benefited from a secondary school in their area due to the coalition. And yet they stood all week at the podium, all of them, and chastised development. Chastised development, something they did not bring to the people of Guyana during their time. And I don't often disagree with Minister McCoy because he's a smart man, he's been around politics long, and he knows things. But I have to disagree with him a bit, right? When he sang the song, suddenly people have new meaning to me. Something, something, but you never got a chance to perform. They got a chance to perform. They had a chance to perform, and it was that performance that caused them to be right where they are now. Right? That same performance caused them to be right where they are now. The performance of people like Christopher Jones in the sports department. The performance of people like George Norton in the youth culture sports department in the Ministry of Health. The performance of Joseph Harmon in the Ministry of State. The performance of Noel Hole in the Ministry of Agriculture. And we all know that was no performance because Noel Hole did nothing. Noel Hole literally did nothing, knew nothing. Bro, What was a Noel holder? You understand me? They had a chance to perform, and the performance that they, Guinness just left a bitter taste in your mouth, and some people like it. Y'all try Campari. Try Campari, right? The opposition, like a 10-liter bottle of Campari that you alone got drink. Mohammed, you see these questions here? Partner, what performance? What performance? You hardly saw Granger, sir. Granger used to come out, talk to Parliament once a year and disappear. And then have, look, let me tell you something. When Granger was in government, I was working at Channel 65, MTV, as a producer, an anchor, and still doing reporter work, right? And at that time, Granger used to have this program. I can't remember the name of it, but they basically invited reporters from different media houses to come and ask the president questions. I don't remember if it was live, but they used to air it live. Well, rebroadcast it or whatever, because it needed to be edited down, right? And I got invited to come and ask the president some questions. But guess what? Guess what? You had to send the questions before. And if they felt the questions was too ticklish, you couldn't ask the question. So I opted not to go. So that's where we got people asking Granger about Pokemon at Kaichur and them stupidness back in the day. Right? That's the kind of stupid questions he used to want to field. Our President Granger, the Pokemon is at Kaichur. People are going to come to Kaichur to catch Pokemon. What do you think? Y'all think I'm joking? They had a reporter. No. Mohammed, I misunderstand you, brother. I misunderstand you. I understand you clearly. I was just putting some emphasis there for you. Right? I was just putting some emphasis there if you understand clearly what you mean, brother. So don't feel nowhere, take no offense. But that's the kind of stupidness. But I'm getting off topic. Let me come back home. So, like I said, today is the last day for the budget debates. And today is the last day that we will have to endure an entire day. Right? An entire day of listening to half sense and another half of beer stupidness. You understand? Half sense and the other half beer stupidness. So yesterday, after the incident, Molly. After the incident, I said, bye, me missing Parliament at today. I can sit down here and listen. And as I told y'all, the worries that was dancing around in the video, making herself stupid, gesticulating at the vice president and doing a sort of nonsense, was before Speaker up. And I couldn't even make it through. I could not even make it through her presentation because it was so dishonest, disingenuous, and the kinds of things she was saying. I was like, how you could go and stand up there in front of the Guyanese people and say certain things. Right? Y'all remember Karen Cummins in the video I played? Y'all remember Karen Cummins in the video I played? Let me show y'all, man.
there's going to be a time where the is going to come into effect.
Mali, 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 sugar, 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 sugar.
Molly, 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 Molly. That's current comments. That's current comments. Mind you, and that's the thing I show you. These people are professionals. They got titles like doctor and lawyer and running around the place. Money, 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 money. Like the high on some sort of narcotic. Right? So Karen Cummins was presenting yesterday. And Karen Cummins in there, like the whirling CC on Facebook the night before, jumping around the place like a blasted idiot in the National Assembly. Well, at the conference center where the parliament is being held. Making herself stupid instead of she work on the presentation she was about to make later in the week. So it wasn't so stupid and hypocritical. You understand? Karen Cummins stood yesterday and spoke about upholding the law, constitution, elections, a bunch of things. And I am saying, Karen, is you are the person we saw at Ashman building? Could your Karen Cummins is the person that was at Ashman's building during the rigging attempt, threatening to take away accreditation from international observers who were here and calling them out for their rigging ways. Right? So Karen Cummins jumped up on the podium yesterday and was talking about the government should present reliable info and use reliable info for formation of budgets and these kinds of things. People, y'all listen to me very carefully. At no point in time the opposition has provided reliable information on anything that they wanted to get done, any idea they had, anything at all. They went to Washington without any reliable information to back up their point. Right? They come to the National Assembly without reliable maths. And that is what I want y'all to remember. These people don't care about Guyanese. We even look at the supporters no more. Guyanese in general, they don't care. Right? They probably thinking that we are still in the age where persons will hear a story and pick it up and run with it. This is the age of the internet. Persons are aware of their surroundings, they're researching things. It is not a simple Karen Cummins doctor for you to make yourself an idiot around the place and the CCTV cameras ain't gonna catch you. This is not that time. They got cameras everywhere. Though I bet you, if that situation wasn't recorded with Karen Cummins and the PPP said, "Bye, this is what Karen do," you don't hear the lie. You don't hear the lie. Karen would never do that. Why would she do that to the vice president? No. Right? Karen Cummins took to the podium and she went on to talk about infrastructure, claiming infrastructure is not a national priority. These are the people who want to come into government come 2025. Y'all realize that is how the opposition views infrastructure. That is the reason Guyanese got little to no infrastructure 2015 to 2020. 16 roads under the coalition. 16. community roads. And look at the transformation that is happening in this country. Just behind me on this background here, a whole new highway within 3 years complete. The people driving on, bringing ease to the East Bank. You can link East Bank with East Coast, going all the way up to Tamari. You understand me? Listen, so Dr. Karen Cummins was talking about infrastructure not being a national priority. And that is a person that wants you people on Livewire here, me as a Guyanese, to come and vote for them, to put them in there, and they have no clue how to build a nation. I said this during the 2015 to 2020 time. The opposition was in opposition for too long. So they have no idea how to run a government, how to spend money, how to push the country forward. Right? So when that responsibility was thrusted upon them in 2015, and I honestly believe that even they didn't think they would win the election because they were not prepared. They had no plan going into government. So when you hear coalition 2015, even they were surprised. Right? Even they were surprised. So Karen talk about Granger giving bus, bicycle, and boat. Granger tax 200 more, add to put taxes on, raise taxes, 200 more taxes, raise licensing fee, take away the because we care. And again, I show you the because we care grant is much more impactful than the bus, bicycle, and boats. Right? More impactful and more non-discriminatory than the buses, bicycle, and boats. So here is why I say so. The buses and the boats had drivers operating them. And those drivers would have had an opportunity to either pick up or pass persons who don't support the PNC in the bus or the boat. And it has been reported that that has happened. The buses, the boats only used to pick up certain people children. If they felt you were affiliated to the PVP, your child staying right on the riverbank or right on the road corner because the bus passing them straight. You understand? The bus is passing them straight. The book bags was a set of trash, a set of green and yellow trash book bags that nobody wanted. Right? That used to lose up after a week or two and you put little weight in them. Now, when you look at the Because We Care grant, what is the benchmark for you to qualify? Your child must be in school on the register. It's not political people put you on the register, the teachers, the school system, Ministry of Education, signing you into schools and stuff. So there's no way to discriminate. Every single child in the school got to get the grant, right? So it's not one family with 6 children get one grant and a next family who just got one child get the same one grant. Every single child gets the grant. Every single child gets the grant. And you know what the government said? Listen, we understand private school students. It mightn't be that they're well off and they're going to private school, but parents decide to make a sacrifice because they want their child to have an extra edge. You understand? And decide to send them to private school. Some of y'all don't realize a lot of these kids who go in private school not necessarily rich people children. Some parents literally struggling to, you know, because that's the option they wanted, and that option is available to them. And the government say, you know something, hold the grant too. Hold this because we care. Right? Hold this because we care. Now, Karen went on to talk about credible elections. And this is one of the hardest parts for me. Credible elections, those two words, credible elections, and the coalition, it don't go hand in hand. The mere fact that you crying foul when you're the foul, what the hell is wrong with you? You are crying about cheating when you are the person doing the cheating. You are crying about cheating when you are the person doing the cheating. Can't we don't forget you and what you tried to do on your way out as a Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Relations with the international observers? You forget is you, the CEO, go and bring the phone to and they get instructions say, hey, don't worry, they got you up on live, come out of there. Everybody seeing what you're doing, come out, come out. Oh, you're outside, yes, I'm coming. You forget? What was the CEO name, man? I know Louis feeling no Mingo. Roxanne Myers. Roxanne Myers, y'all remember? When she was in there threatening the observers about taking away accreditation and this and that, blah. Roxanne Myers, who now in front of the court for elections fraud, who is working at an autonomous agency, who is responsible for the elections of a nation. During the elections, not no time after. You understand? Not no time during the elections. Got a kind of interaction with somebody who's vying for the elections. Right? The situation stunk of incest. You understand? And perversion. It was terrible, 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 terrible. I'm telling y'all, oh my God. Oh my God. They were terrible. So when I hear Karen talking about elections and credible and new lists and all them kind of things and constitutional, what about the appointment of the former GCOM chairman? How constitutional was that? It was so constitutional that the man himself, because I think he's a former judge or something, to keep himself in good standing. You understand me? To keep himself in good standing. So by David, thank you for this work that you give me. You find the protocols are going away. Right? You find the protocols are going away. There's no political party that is more or operates more unconstitutionally than the PNC. And coming in a stiff second is the AFC. And in terms of hypocritical behavior, the two of them got a serious tie. The race stiff. But the PNC pulling ahead. Remember, they got the lead hypocrite. The lead hypocrite. The Guyanese hypocrite. Barefaced hypocrite. You understand what I mean? She talking about list and campaigning in burying ground and at funeral and them kind of thing like that. People just vote. For them, yeah. They didn't even ask the people in the diaspora to come home. So, anyway, man, look, let me leave these people in the diaspora alone. Right? She went on to talk about the APNU is interested in Guyanese health and they care about Guyanese health. Dr. Karen Cummins is saying this. The APNU care about Guyanese health and health care in Guyana. Yet they built a hospital during a pandemic, worldwide pandemic. They built a hospital without not even a bed or respirator inside, just to buy a hotel from a friend at the party. You understand? Buy the hotel, got it out. COVID licking Guyana up and down. COVID rampaging through Guyana. They making people used to say vumps. Yeah, you remember the word vumps? They ain't even vumps to get a vaccine. Right? And they care so much about the healthcare Guyanese. Not a vumps. Then when the Irfanali government finally like literally, look, this was the hand. Let me get something. Oh, I got a pen here. Let me show y'all how the Irfanali administration had it. This is how the PNC they holding on to power. And the people we had to come and pry the fingers off it. Let Guyana go. Lose Guyana. Stop it. You understand? And they care about healthcare for Guyanese. Empty COVID hospital. Right? Empty hospital there on the East Coast. Is Dr. Anthony had to come up for and and set it up properly. Y'all must remember these things, people. Then y'all remember when people passing away, know what to do. The Irfanali administration sought vaccines for Guyanese. Buy them, bring them in the country. Guyanese getting vaccinated. Things looking up. The coalition decided to tell Guyanese, don't trust the vaccine. Don't take the vaccine. Don't worry with them on the vaccine. We know where they get the vaccine from. They care about Guyanese and healthcare. And y'all ask the MPs, when the vaccine reached the National Assembly for MPs, if you see how they're scrambling and running to go and get vaccinated, and telling the public servant, the poor man that they care about, the man in the street, that they so love, don't take the vaccine. If some friends and family deal with the vaccine, up to now, I maintain, if the government had not taken decisive action, we don't know what would have been the situation here in Guyana in relation to COVID. I saw videos, I can't remember if it was Brazil or Venezuela, one out of the two, where they had bodies lying in the street. They didn't even have place to put them, how the people dying out. They didn't even have place to put them. When the people there at the hospital dropping the body back by you, house, roll it. And if you come and collect it, out the van, on the road, in the body bag, and they're leaving it. You understand? The PPP came into office and ensured we didn't have that kind of nonsense happening in the streets of Guyana, where people passing away so fast, the mortuary is full. They ain't taking in nobody. You understand? Telling them not to go and take the shot, and they are there, front and center. All those MPs got vaccinated. At least I should say 90% of them, I'm sure of, got vaccinated. I'm telling the supporters, no, don't do that. Karen Commons could talk about love for healthcare and PNC. It don't go in the same, it don't go together, Karen. Right? So listening to her presentation yesterday assured me that Karen's still living in the David Granger era. All the references to David Granger I could understand. David Granger is a failed president. All David Granger got is some rum and DDL that he signed on. And I was thinking the DDL should throw away that rum because it got hot people belly. That's saying that I don't care. At the 50th anniversary when they had the big thing, he signed off on a couple barrels of rum that's supposed to be open at the 100th anniversary. I ain't drinking that. I tell you straight up, I'm not drinking it. Yeah, you throw it away. Matter of fact, nobody don't drink that brown rum. Matter of fact, support DDL, but go easy on the brown rum because you don't want to have tremors, physical tremors, and slurred speech. Right? And everybody on this live, I'm encouraging you to please buy a breathalyzer and let's help fight against the instances of stroke in Guyana. Right? Y'all buy a breathalyzer so that we could fight stroke in Guyana. Buy it. So yeah, Karen Cummins is still in Granger mode. Granger this, Granger that, Granger, Granger, Granger. Granger, Granger, Granger. She also spoke about um, persons using alcohol. And hey, I can't dispute Karen. You're right. Too much people drinking alcohol, it causing accidents on the roadways, it causing major embarrassment to political parties. This drinking thing is serious and people need to work on it, right? People need to work on it. Guys, this look, I'm glad that today is the last day of the debates because it moves us closer to having the budget passed. However, the stupidness in completely finishes here. Because today we will hear the final tally of the opposition's misunderstanding of budget 2024 and previous PVP budgets. And we will also see again the type of leaders that want us to go to the polls come 2025 and put an X next to a palm tree or whatever it is, Han or key or whatever it is, right? Those are the people that are going to want us to do that. So, trouble. Guys, I have to head out early today. So let me give you the list of speakers for today and close off. So today is fairly short, man. Today is fairly short. Should end early. 1 hour, 2 hours. Oh God. So today we have Deputy Speaker Dr. Asha Kissoon. She'll be up first. Then you'll have from the government side Minister Gail Teixeira. I don't know why I feel so this morning. Then after Minister Gail Teixeira, we have the Catherine Hughes contracts bows. Then after Cathy Hughes, you have the Attorney General Minister Anu Nandalal. Then you have Vonda Lawrence, the lady who called Amerindians the B word, right? The lady who says she only giving jobs to PNC people and they expect people to go and vote for them. Rennie, I trying to get out of here without people knowing what go on. Yes, and but guess what? Guess what? I went out. My uncle's in the country, and I went. Okay, so I'm learning that Minister Tishira presented already, so she's not, but she's listed here for today. She's not gonna be presenting today. But yeah, I went out with some friends and my uncle, and you know, I see why. Um, but I waited for the to come out the system and then come to y'all. I don't dare come to y'all like that. Mm-mm. So we running the list here again. So the deputy speaker will be coming up first, Dr. Asha Kissoon. It's supposed to be Minister Gail Teixeira next, but I do remember her presenting already, so I don't think she'll be presenting again. So it would be Dr. Asha Kassoon, Deputy Speaker, then Catherine Hughes, then the Attorney General, Minister Anand Lal, then you'll have Volga Lawrence. Some people call her Volga Lawrence because she pretends to be very prim and proper sometimes. But when she get ready, y'all remember she on the escalator step at Ashman's building? Yeah, you remember she? Well, don't play. Then you have after Volga Lawrence, you'll have Prime Minister Brigadier retired Mark Phillips, and then scheduled again. I don't know if he'll be speaking, but he's scheduled here. The Vice President Dr. Barjaglio, then Opposition Leader Aubrey Norton, and finally it will end with Senior Minister within the Office of the President with responsibility for finance, Dr. Ashley Singh, to wrap up the budget debates, right? Right. So that's the lineup for today. That's it. Look, y'all terrible in the comments. That's the lineup for today, people. Right? Y'all go there and be good Guyanese. Y'all listen to y'all government. Listen to the government in relation to the final day of the debates, and listen to the opposition, and you make your assessment yourself. Stanley Hamilton said the AK wrapping up, shots will be fired. I like listen to Minister Ashley Singh debate, and I like to listen to um the Attorney General. Right? Hey, them fellas gotta command the English language is trouble. You hear me? And listen, to me, most of the government MPs do really well in the debates. They got some that more fiery than others, and they got some that would ignore the heckling and just stick to their presentation. But then they got some that gonna go up there and deal with them accordingly, like Minister Indar, Minister Prague, Minister Rodriguez, Minister Edgil, um, as I said earlier, Minister Ashley Singh, Minister Anil Nandalal, right? Minister McCoy. Suddenly, man, let me play it. Right, even though the minister couldn't sing, the minister must have tuned on them. It's like, what story is this? Minister McCoy must have tuned on them. You understand? Because he understands that these people had an opportunity to treat the Guyanese in a nice way, make them feel like you know, we're here to do things to y'all. I can't let y'all go without seeing the minister sing. Minister McCoy is a very good singer. Minister McCoy is a very good singer. And we didn't even know the speaker had to stop him and say, Minister, very melodious. Let me run it. Y'all take a look at this.
Suddenly, People have new meaning to me. I had loved them all along, never had the chance to perform. Wake up, suddenly, I'm in love.
You've proven the point. You have a great voice for singing.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I'm glad that you admire my singing voice.
Hey, Minister, you going on? Let me one more time, man. One more time.
Suddenly, people have new meaning to me. I had loved them all along, never had the chance to perform. Wake up, suddenly, I'm in love.
You've proven the point. You have a great voice for singing.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I'm glad that you admire my...
Look, listen to me. The guy in the National Assembly, there's no other like it. Right? There is no other like it. There's no other like it. And budget debates are often the best. They got fun times at the National Assembly, but when it's budget debate, oh man, oh gosh, trouble in the dance. What? Persad Party wanted one more time. Persad Party wanted one more time. One more time.
Suddenly, people have new meaning to me. I had loved them all along, never had the chance to perform. Wake up, suddenly, I'm in love.
You've proven the point. You have a great voice for singing.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I'm glad that you admire my singing voice.
Anyway, people, hopefully when Valda goes to the podium today, things don't get fishy. Right? I'm hoping that when she goes to the podium, things don't get stinkerfish when Valda gets there and everything stays level. Right? But like we can make it to 9 o'clock, man. I thought I beaten out already. But look, man, listen to me. At the end of the day, the opposition will be the opposition. They need to pull up their socks and operate better. They need to realize that the people of Guyana, whilst they did not put them in government, they gave them a mandate and they need to fulfill that mandate. Not like how, because you remember what Gita said when she come up, she's here to fulfill the mandate that was, given to her, but not in the correct way. Corrector, you also have a mandate. The Guyanese people gave you a mandate, right? Your personal mandate, which we all know.
Manik Chand, she got very Priya Manik Chand. Priya Manik Chand must be able to Manik Chand, asking Priya Manik Chand to know of Priya Manik Chand or any Priya, what Priya needs. Priya.
You gotta come off of that, corrector. Right? That is not your mandate. Priya. You gotta be serious. You gotta be serious with this work. Look for actual deficiencies in the education system and work with the Ministry of Education to make it better. Right? Work with the Ministry of Education to make it better. So many almost Saturday program budget now. The Saturday program broke me up. This is my rest day. And I come out. Right? So people like Coretta need to realize what her real mandate is and come off of this personal agenda she got with the minister. The minister doesn't see you, Coretta. The minister don't care about you. The minister care about the 200 plus thousand Guyanese children in the school system and ensuring that they can transition from nursery to primary, primary to secondary, secondary to tertiary seamlessly, right? Please remember that that is what the Minister of Education is working on. The Minister of Education, in calling you SpongeBob or the Guyana Square, she ain't doing it. She's focused on building the education sector, and instead you contribute to that. This is what
Manik Chand, she got very Priya Manik Chand to Priya Manik Chand must be able to Priya Manik Chand, asking Priya Manik Chand to know of Priya Manik.
Look at your sign.
Priya Manik Chand, she got very Priya Manik Chand to Priya Manik Chand must
separate politics from professionalism. This is the one who body shamed the minister and got up a sign, separate politics from professionalism. That was professional.
Priya Manik Chand, she got very Priya Manik Chand to Priya Manik Chand must be able to Priya Manik Chand, asking Priya Manik Chand to know of Priya Manik Chand or any Priya, what Priya needs. Priya.
I tell you, these people just get tizzy. I don't know what the government doing to them. Look, I don't know what the government doing to them. Right? I don't know what the government is doing to them that got them so well. But I honestly feel this budget got people drinking alcohol because they're so happy. They're so happy about this budget. Anyway, guys, that's all the time I got for today. I'm leaving y'all here. I want y'all have a wonderful weekend. Please, if you're going to drink this weekend, please designate a driver. Please take your time on the roadways. Please look out for those drivers who are not looking out for you. Right? Be good Guyanese. Be good Guyanese. Remember, we are one Guyana. And we got to build this Guyana together. The only way we can make it is if we do it together. The person is trying to divide us in relation to race and class and all this other stuff. We're not taking it. Tell them no. We say no. We say no. But I'm heading out. And as I always say, it's all about peace. It's all about love. It's all about one Guyana.
There's going to be a time where the is going to come into effect.
Mali, 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 sugar, 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 papi, 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 sour, 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 sour.
Oh, God.
Entertainer time.
Oh, God.
While the girl them,
Oh, God.
Mali, 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 sugar, 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 papi, 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 sour, 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 sour. Remember, lash up and help me, girl, lash up and lash up and lash up and lash up and.
And what I need to make sure is that there is the there's going to be a time where the is going to come into effect.
Mali, 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 sugar, 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 papi, 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 sour, 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 sour.
Oh, God.
Entertainer time.
Oh, God.
While the girl them,
Oh, God.
Mali, 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 sugar, 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 papi, papi. papi, 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 so what, so what, so what, so what, so what, so what, remember, lash up and help me girl, lash up and lash up and lash up and lash up and.
And what I need to make sure is that there is the there's gonna be a time where the is gonna come into effect.
Mali, 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 sugar, 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 papi, 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 so what, so what, so what, so what, so what, so what.
Oh God.
Entertainer time.
Oh God.
All the girls,
Oh God.
Mali, 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 sugar, 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 papi, 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 so what, so what, so what, so what, so what, so what, remember, lash up and help me girl, lash up and lash up and lash up and lash up and